Contest between the Garretson Blue Dragons and the Baltic Bulldogs. Members of the Central British School the association and their corporate partners, Dakota Bay, Farmers Union Insurance, Building Automotive, and Salvador Army National Guard remind you that the educational value of this event is more important than its outcome. Your cooperation and support the values is appreciated. And now the starting lineup. Visiting first, visiting Dragons of Garretson. Starting on the right side, middle hitter, 5.7, number 2, Brady Smith. Middle hitter, 5.6, Annalise Hope. Center and outside hitter, 5.5, Vivian Johnson. Outside hitter, 5.7, Parkland. Defensive specialist of 5, outside hitter, 5.7, Madison Walton. Center right side, 5, number 15. Steve Barker. The Dragons are coached by Lauren Stotto and assisted by Joe Wade.
There we go.
Number 6, Meredith Larson. A 5'10" middle hitter, junior. Number 11, Harper. A middle hitter, a 5'8" senior. Number 12, Pete. And the center right side is senior. Number 13, Sophia. The Bulldogs are coached by head coach Chris Teveldahl, assisted by Danielle Season and Paige Dare, Austin Tripp. The officials this evening are Dennis Campbell, Individuals that are licensed by the South Florida High School and invited by the region's individual agreements and participating. Joining this evening is, of course, from the Dragons. At this time, to be stand as we honor our region. We show proper respect by releasing the flags. This is the flag. Stand at attention with your right hand. All veterans out of uniform. All veterans out of uniform. Diapers don't be sound the flag. And now our national anthem of our national anthem.
All right, coming at you live from Bob Siddick Court in Baltic, South Dakota. We got round one action of Girls Region 3 volleyball action. Baltic Bulldogs with a record of 20-8 and the second seed in this region are playing host to Garretson. Garretson with a 3-22 record, and they're playing a heck of a lot of young ones tonight. On the court for Garretson, we got number 2, Brenna Smith. She's a freshman. Number 3, Annalise Hoke, another freshman. Serving and getting us underway, I think is 18, Brinley Stiefvater. She's another freshman. There's a good swing. That was Waltman. Garretson tracking that one back. There's a set for Larson. She goes back corner. Wonderful placement. Meredith, always with good court vision, gets the kill. Serving for Baltic, the libero, Kaya Lendertz. And service error. Hit the top of the net, didn't trickle over. Falls on Baltic's side. It's 1-up. Serving for Garretson, Vivian Johnson, a junior. Sophie. There's a set for Harp. She takes it off the Garretson defense and out of bounds. That's a Baltic kill. And that is Harper Kortemeyer, 5'10" junior. Meredith Larson serving. And another service error. Hit the tape, hit the candy cane, and didn't get over anyway. Let's go again. Brenna Smith for Garretson. Into the game is Gracie Fegan, senior for Garretson, number 17. Tinley with a two-hand push. That's a nice set for Harper Andrea. Baltic recovers and sends another one over there. Scramble mode for the Blue Dragons. Lendertz bump. Larson, set, Tinley, kill. Where have I seen that before? And Tinley to serve. Ace. No. Yeah, I don't know if you get one for that or not. I'm a new volleyball guy. Tinley Winsel to serve again. Oh, up in the air. A running swat at it. That was Waltman. Garretson comes back. And Dara. And right in the dead spot. Pretty sneaky move. Meredith Larson, the senior. Tinley to serve again. It's 5-2 Baltic. And there is an ace. That goes off Stiefvater. And out of bounds. Is that who is the libero? Back set. Good looking swing there by Waltman. Baltic under it. Sophie whacks it into the stick. Garretson point. 8 is Alyssa Garcia. She's playing libero. 9 is serving Madison Waltman. Clark in the air. Larson for Sophie. That's a nice dig, but it goes into the scorer's table, where incidentally there's a miniature crock pot of barbecue this evening. Went down to get the starting lineups and couldn't believe my eyes. Whip's got some taverns going. Harper Kortemeyer now serving. Nice job by Garretson getting that one in and over the net. Fegan out. Now we got Brindley Stiefvater back in. Serving for Garretson is Harper and Dara. There's a nice set for Sophie. That goes off and Dara and into the railing almost. Good power by Soph. She'll come back and serve now. And Dara up in the air. And Waltman, Garretson had to get that over. Got it over the net, but tickled the candy cane. And that point will go to Baltic. Good crowd tonight. Just one game here, and it's a region game. Both teams well represented. Good looking swing there by Annalise Hoke, but she just buries it way out of bounds. Good speed, good power. Pull down the hair more. Get that in the box. 10-4 Baltic. Sophia Even, 5'8" senior, serving for Baltic. Nice dig there by Even. Clark pushes it over with two hands, and I think she went in under the net. Yeah, must have had to have been her. She was running at it pretty hard to slow down. This is Brindley Stiefvater. And that set goes over to sailing outstretched arms of Meredith Larson. And point for Garretson, it's 10-6 Baltic. Brindley to serve. He's a 5'3" freshman. Sophie, there's a set for Caitlin. She just powers that into and over the net. And that is Caitlin Pickett, senior middle hitter. Izzy Clark now serving. And that goes straight over, oh my, over the Garretson bench. Hoke making a run at it, landed on some of her teammates. She's up and fine. Ace for Clark. Stiefvater. There's a set for Hoke, push shot. Tinley straight up gas. And Garretson can't get that one over. Pinballing it. Izzy Clark to serve again. There's a good set for Vivian Johnson. Hit it out of bounds. Got a good run at it and a good swing. Izzy Clark, one of 3 service errors here in the first set, so almost half of Garrettson's points are off service errors. There's a swing for Tinley. Nice one-handed attempt there. That was Harper and Barra. She got there. Couldn't quite knock it back in the air where anybody of her or any of her other teammates could get at it. And Lendert serving for Baltic doesn't get that one over the net. Meredith, a little finesse there. Garretson runs it down. Brenna Smith whacks it over. It goes off Larson and straight into the student body of Baltic for Garretson point. So set for Tinley, and that's just a hand cannon. She swings hard, put it to the floor. Another kill for Tinley, give her 3 in the first set. Meredith Larson serving. Oh. Sophie even. Overpass, and she just went up and finesse gently, dunked it. Larson serving. There's Indira. Now we're going to get a set for Fegan. Nope, make it Waltman. Madison Waltman, good looking kill. And Brenna Smith will now serve for Garretson. Sophie whacks that over. Are we going to get it over? Yep. There's a set for Harp. It goes off the defense and just tumbles to the floor. Agonizingly slow if you're a Blue Dragon fan. Harper Kortemeyer with 2 kills in the first set. Now serving Tenley Witzel. 5'7" sophomore. Good swing. Baltic recovers back to the corner. Up in the air by Johnson. Swing by Andera. Blocked by Baltic. Is that going to land out of bounds? Yes. Rough angle and over her head for Harper Andera. Couldn't quite get that one back in bounds. Tenley Witzel serving. And that one pass floats ever so close to the net. She couldn't do much with it, plus 2 Baltic defenders right there. It's 20-10. Baltic leads here in the first set. Again, this is first round action of Region 3 Girls Class A Volleyball live from Baltic, South Dakota. Fegan bumps over. Meredith sets Sophie. It goes off the Garretson defense. Out of bounds. Kill for Sophie even. Tinley. Nope, too much mustard. Way out of bounds. Larson was expecting something else, but Baltic free balls it over. Now Larson set for Clark, and that's too hard. (21-12) Baltic leads. And Madison Waltman, 5'7" junior, serving for the Blue Dragons. Sophie, hello, cross-court killer. Great angle and great placement. Hard to get a hand on, and it's inbounds. Harper Kortemeyer now serving. Well, we got to push that one over, and that was Chloe Susie, I believe. And there's another awkward push over the net by Baltic. And we got Garretson under the net, I believe. I think maybe he held up 3 fingers. Well, early leaders for Baltic with 5 kills. The senior, Sophia Even. Tenley's got 3. Meredith's got 2. Harper Kortemeyer 2. CP 1. The only person in the game with the kill right now for Garretson. The only one on the board, Madison Waltman. And I remember that. That was a nice set. And great swing by her. So it's 23-12 here in the first set. Winner of this game will go on to face the winner of West Central and Flandreau, also being played tonight at Hartford. Number 1 seed in this region is Del Rapids, followed by Baltic. And back to live action here, Harper Kortemeyer serving. Johnson set that. Baltic recovers there. Set for Clark. Blocked by Fegan and Hope. And block point for Garretson. Serving is Harper Andera for the Blue Dragons. He's 5'7" and a freshman. Not quite on the same page on that set there. And Baltic, Vivian Johnson puts that one in. Set for Clark. High in the air off Susie. Swing for Johnson. And that finds its way home. And Dara to serve again. Larson for Sophie. She's got to back up and whacks that one into the net. And Dara looking for 4 straight here for her Blue Dragons. And she's got herself an ace. Harper and Dara. And that one's out. Good run there by Harper. And now it'll be set point for Baltic. They're up 24-17. Sophia Evans serving. Hope goes up. Good swing, good power. That's a freshman. Really good power. 24-18, Baltic up. And we're going to have Brinley Stiefvater. And that's a service error, and that'll do it. Baltic takes the first set, 25-18. Going through the Region 3 pairings, again with the bye, is number 1 seed Dell Rapids, coming in with 44.677 power points. Baltic's second seed with 43.393. West Central third seed and hosting Flandreau tonight. Flandreau was the 6th seed. Madison is the 4th seed, and they are hosting the 5th seed Tribe Valley this evening right now as we speak. And Garrettson's the number 7 seed. Baltic is hosting them and leading 1-0. Tri Valley took the first set from Madison 21-16. West Central, they're currently leading Madison 21-16. Sorry about that. And West Central did win the first set over Flandreau 25-16. Well, Baltic back on the floor and ready to go here, set number 2. We got Izzy Clark, Harper Kortemeyer, Sophie Even, Tenley Witzel, Meredith Larson, and Caitlin Pickett. Kyle Endertz will probably sub in for Harper Kortemeyer here. And we'll be ready to go. Garretson going with Brenna Smith, Annalise Hoke, Hoeck, Harper Andera, Madison Waltman, Vivian Johnson, and here's Izzy Clark to start the second set. We got a nice swing there for Brenna Smith, and Baltic can't handle it. Brinley Stiefvater to serve. Here's a set for Pickett. She's got a hang in the air and hit it on the way down. Popping that over was Waltman. Here's a set for Larson. Nice dig by Stiefvater. I'm getting her confused with Garcia. Stiefvater's 18, and there's a nice kill for Tenley Witzel. Now serving Kyle Endertz. Stiefvater. Back set for Smith, and she whacks that into the net. 2-1 Baltic early in the second set. Lendert serving. And Dara gonna run it down, and Vivian Johnson tried to one-hand it over, and that didn't work. Lendertz again, serving. Ace for Kaya. Kaya Lendertz wears number 4. She's 21 sister. She's 5'2", and she's our libero, junior. Stiefvater up in the air. Smith another whack at it. So back set for Meredith. Stiefvater up in the air, and Garcia and several others possibly thought someone else was going to get it as it falls to the floor. Lendertz now serving. Nope. Stiefvater going to Johnson. That one does not make it over. Baltic point. Timeout on the court. Taken by Garretson. It's 6-1 Baltic. Kaya Lendertz to serve for Baltic. And there's another ace. And Garcia couldn't quite get there. Lendertz again. And Stiefvater popped that one up for Vivian Johnson. Block point by Baltic. I think Harp in the middle of that. Lendertz keeping it going here. And Dara. Stiefvater whips that one over. Yeah, it was going to be in. Set for Meredith off Garcia. Violation by Garretson. Kaya Lendertz to serve again. Stiefvater back set for Brenna Smith, the freshman. She rings that one off Evans' hands and into the crowd for a kill. Good looking swing by Brenna Smith, 5'7" freshman for Garretson. She's got 3 kills. Tenley hanging and banging, kind of unorthodox, but put it on the floor just the same. Larson serving for Baltic. And Dara up in the air. Harp gets a block and gets it back up, and so pushes it over. Tenley, Meredith back set, Sophia. Garcia under that and pushing it over. Waltman. There's a set for Tenley and nobody getting to that one. Put it in a good spot and put it there quickly. Larson serving. Up in the air by Johnson, and a good swing by Waltman. Just simple, plain as day. Set it right about 6 inches from where you stand, and Waltman whacked it to the floor. 11-3 Baltic. Brenna Smith serving for Garretson. Meredith back set for Tenley, and she hits that too hard. Smith again for the Blue Dragons. Henley pushes it over 2 hands. Now we're going to have a set for Andera. And that one doesn't make it over the net. 12-4 Baltic. Second set. Baltic took the first set. Tenley Witzel serving for the Bulldogs. Garcia, Johnson, and Waltman can't get it over. Baltic point. Set for Andera. Good swing. Baltic recovers and sets up even. Andera pushes it. And we got Baltic in the net. Point goes to Garretson. Waltman serve. She's got herself an ace. Miss Kaya can't quite get to it. Meredith sets up Hart. She rings one off the defense, and one-handed attempt to get it back to the teammate falls short of the net for Garretson. And pushes that one over. Meredith for Clark, and that doesn't get over the net. 14-7 Baltic. Harper out, Kaya Lendertz in. Serving for Garretson, Harper Andera, 5'7" freshman. And so close to being an ace, but yet then it dropped on her side for a Baltic point. Now the senior Sophia Evans serving. Good swing by Hope. Over to Larson. And they're high in the air. Running it down was Waltman. And Garretson gets it over backwards. Pickett. Nice dig by Andera. There's Tenley from the back row. Garretson again up to the task. Hook goes up. Hope does not get that one over. Great volley though. Some great saves there by the Blue Dragons. Overpass and over the net. Sophie to set up Meredith, and that one comes up short on. Fodder. Gets the ace, I believe, yeah. Hits it over. Kaya can't handle it. It's an ace. Sophie for Meredith. And that one's just out. Timeout on the court. Timeout taken by Baltic. Back on the court. Garretson ready to roll, and here comes Baltic. This is first round Region 3A volleyball action live from Baltic. Baltic up 1-0 and 16-10 in the second set. Here's a set for Clark. And running attempt over there, but it whacks out of bounds. I think that was Brenna Smith. 17-10, Izzy Clark to serve for Baltic. There's Waltman getting under it. Got to push that over. Free ball is Johnson. Kinley has to come up and try to get that one. Blocked by Garretson, and Baltic brings it back in. Johnson with the kill. Alyssa Garcia serving. Witzel with a good hard swing off Garretson and into the Garretson student body for a kill. Kyle Enderts to serve. He fought her for Johnson, and she'll get the kill again. Give Vivian Johnson 3 on the evening, and 2 out of the last 3 attempts by Garretson have been by her and good. Harp, Kinley. There's Johnson. A swing for Andera. Kinley whacks that over. Stiefvater in the air. I think we're going to get 2 hits on the Garretson player. Harp doing cleanup duty, hustles back in. Meredith to serve for the Bulldogs. Tickles the net and drops for an ace. That is the multi-talented senior, 5'8", Meredith Larson. By Garretson. Vivian Johnson in the net, perhaps. Point for Baltic. And Larson serves that one. Out of bounds. Service there. It's 21-13 Baltic here in the second set. Smith serving. There's a nice set and a really good swing by Sophie Even. Up in the air, pull back the drawstring and let fly. I was perfectly timed, and Garretson had no retaliation. Tinley Witzel serving. Smith, excuse me, that was Chloe Susie into the ball game, getting it over the net. Now Baltic setting up Izzy Clark. Susie in the air, set for Andera. Lendert's under it. From the back, Tinley Witzel. Nice job getting that one in the air is Garretson. Great volley by Garretson. I think we got a new girl in here, and she just made a nice play. Brielle Weir got under that attempted kill by Witzel and got that up in the air. That was a nice play by Brielle Weir, 5'4" sophomore for Garretson. Set for Sophie. Larson will set up even again. Goes off the defense. A lot of top spin. Falls to the floor on Garretson's side. Harper Kortemeyer. Ace. Waltman can't handle that one, and we got set point. Serving is the junior Harper Kortemeyer. And that tickles the net. We'll go back-to-back aces for Harp to end the second set. Baltic taking that one. 25-14. Other action from our region. Tri-Valley took the first set from Madison. No points on the board there for the second set. West Central has taken the first two sets from Flandreau. 25-16 in both of them. Even, Witzel, Clark, Lendertz, Pickett, and Larson for Baltic. We got Brielle Weir in and serving for Garretson and serving it into the net, Baltic point. Kyle Lendertz serving for Baltic. Andera hits that one and it's out of bounds. Lendertz, Andera, got her. Sets up Waltman, she whacks it way out of bounds. Quick 3-0 lead here for Baltic in the third set. They took the first two. Lendertz now serving for Baltic. Hello. And Johnson taps that over for Garretson and gets the kill. And Johnson serving. That's all. Sophie pushes that over two hands. Stiefvater runs it down. There's a nice set for Andera. And they got Baltic in the net. Smacks that into the net for a service error. Baltic serving, it'll be Meredith Larson, 5'8" senior, serving. Larson sets even and she goes quick. Straight to the floor, Stiefvater can't get to it. Good power. Sophie Even, 5'8" senior with the kill. Give her 8 on the evening. She's leading the Bulldogs. Push shot over there. Oh, off Weir's hands and out of bounds. Nice placement. Meredith serving. There's a set for Andera. Johnson sets Waltman. Baltic blocks it back over. Andera free ball over. Lendertz after one-handed in the air and does a good job. Witzel, Andera, Weir, overpass blocked by 10. Smith, that one didn't quite make it over the hands of Brenna Smith. Larson to serve again. Stiefvater's got to get that over her head. Set for Harp. Blocked by the net, and Garretson, nice, useful, wonderful placement. The senior Sophie Even. Back right corner wide open, and she put it there. Larson. High in the air is Waltman, and Baltic can't recover. Good effort by Lendertz. Sprawled out all 5-2 of her. Brenna Smith serving, and that doesn't make it over. Quickly, it's 9-3 Baltic. Tenley Witzel to serve, 5'7" sophomore for Baltic. Waltman, good swing, way too good, out of bounds. Witzel again. That one's headed towards the bench. Garretson got it over, but it was out of bounds. Garrett Waltman goes over with the right hand. Swing for Clark. She puts it to the ground. That's Izzy Clark, the 5'7" sophomore. And there's an ace. Ace for Tinley, her second. Quickly, it's 13-3 Baltic. Lendert's got 3 aces tonight. Harper's got 2, and now Tinley's got 2. Leading the way in kills, the senior Sophia Even with 9. Tinley Witzel 7. Then we got Meredith Larson with 5. Harp's got 3. And Izzy Clark has 1. Tinley serving for Baltic. And Dara flips it over. Harper pushes back. Sophie whacks it off the D. Nice one-handed move there by Susie. Ends up in a Garretson point. Never give up. Chloe Susie stuck her arm out, kept the rally alive, and Garretson scored. There's a swing by Sophia. And Dara puts that over and then smacks over the return. Back set Sophie. Give her another one. Double digits for Even. 10 kills on the night for the senior. Harper Kortemeyer now serving. Tape job and drop it. Give her another ace. Her third of the night. Nothing you can do about that, really. Hits the tape and drops over. It almost always lands in. Baltic knocking that one backwards and then onto their own court. And Garretson point. Lendert's back in for Kortemeyer. Larson for Pickett. Now we got a swing for Johnson. Nice dig by Lendertz. And Dara over. Nice one-handed up by Tinley. Push shot by Sophia. And it's down. Give her another kill. She saw the opening, went for it. Garretson got one hand on it. Garretson can't quite get that one over. And suddenly it's 17-5. Ace for Sophia Even. Her second. And there, Susie pushed over by Johnson. Tinley backs up and whacks it. Garcia hits it into the net, and Garretson can't dig it out. Crowder just pushed that over, and Pickett punches it back too hard. Brindley Stiefvater serving. Ace for Brindley. Sophie setting up Meredith. Pop that in the air. Lendert's up for Clark. One hand is all that Waltner can get on it. And it went towards the bench and out of bounds. Making it 20-7 Baltic. Set up for Johnson. Good rip there by Vivian. Back in the ball game and serving is Real Weir. Set for Tenley. I don't think it got over and it fell on Baltic's side. Garretson point. Pickett goes up and punches it, and it hits the floor. Pickett out, Kortemeyer in, Lendertz to serve for Baltic. Swing for Waltman, and she'll get the kill. Larson hanging and banging. Meredith staying in the air long enough for a spot to open up. Puts it to the floor. Crafty work by the senior. Now she'll serve. Pumped over by Stiefvater. Set for Harper. Blocked thoroughly by Garretson. But they are within a net violation. Larson serving again. Potter, Johnson for Waltman. Good swing off Lendertz, out of bounds. That's a kill for Waltman. Brenna Smith to serve. Up, Sophie even, why not? Give her another one. Heck of a game. What a line. 12 kills, 2 aces for the senior, Sophia even. Now set point, match point. Tenley Witzel to serve. It's 24-11 Baltic. And that hits the net, triples over, and that'll do it. 3-0. Baltic takes out Garretson in the first round of Region 3 Class A Volleyball. Live here from Baltic, South Dakota. Well, Baltic gets through the first round here. They will move on to face the winner of West Central and Flandreau. West Central's up 2-0 and leading, well, they just won it, 3-0. Baltic will play West Central right here on this court on Thursday night with the 7 o'clock start. Baltic hoping to avenge an earlier loss to West Central, also on this court. That was a heck of a match, probably the match of the year at home. West Central ended up winning in 5. Very, very heavily contested the entire way, and I know Baltic would like to avenge that loss, something fierce. Other contests tonight, Madison and Tri-Valley. They were tied at 1 set